I was going to be doing another one of these in under 24 hours. But I just found out some of the biggest news to have passed my eyes and my awareness in under 24 hours. Whoa, and speaking of adding to some things that are surrounding me, there is a new building by work. I have no idea what that is. I'm sure we'll find out in the next week or so. But, okay, let me preface this by just giving a rundown of yesterday. So, oh, look at the horses. So there are wild horses that roam nearby work. Don't hit one, $10,000 fine for a wild horse. You ever wanted to have a pet horse? $10,000 for a dead horse. Okay, no, not really. But okay, let me spit this out. Kind of want to get this done before I get home and finish the last episode of, not the last episode, but the most recent episode of X-Files I was watching. But gosh, I cannot put into words how excited I am, and you will find out sooner or later when I get to it. But okay, so let me preface this by saying yesterday, August 20th, the day prior to this day, when I was leaving California at 3 a.m. I was driving. I like to listen to podcasts. The one I was listening to in particular was Science Rules with Bill Nye and a few other people he has on there. The episode that I just so happened to listen to was entitled, Are We Living in a Simulation? Sound familiar? So the past 3, 4, 5 months or so, I've gone through a couple little urges and fits to power through the Matrix trilogy. So, yeah, I'm listening to this podcast. After that podcast, which I kind of have to go back a little bit more. A few weeks ago, resurfaced the Matrix Online, and I was playing that. I played that this last weekend while I was in California. Fast forward to the 20th, me listening to the podcast. After listening to the podcast, I say to myself, I wonder if there is an audiobook of a book that I had that I was fascinated with when I was in high school. It was called The Matrix and Philosophy. So, a bunch of different philosophies in there, from Descartes to Lacan. I think it is Lacan. Whole bunch of different philosophies. Well, I get home yesterday, I go to sleep, I only get a few hours of sleep. I wake up, get ready for work, drive to work, do the VR 360 video, that was yesterday, and I sit down with my computer, which I like to do. I get to work super early, and first thing that pops up, I really try to stay away from Facebook, but I like to check it at least once, maybe once every other week, or once a week. Depends on how I feel, and depends on what the first posts are. Well, to my surprise, there's a picture of Keanu Reeves. Oh, he's been in Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, they're doing the Bill and Ted's. Oh, he's been doing this. Oh, Duke Kaboom on Toy Story 4. No, not any of this. Well, it is related to a fourth installment of, if you haven't already heard, the frickin' Matrix. There's gonna be a fourth frickin' Matrix. Now, yes, I'm excited about this, but This is where it gets a little spooky. Like I said, the past 4 to 5 months, watching the movies, being super nostalgic, like having hardcore nostalgia, wanting to dig up everything and anything The Matrix, and then they announce that there's going to be another movie. What are the freaking odds? That is too big of a coincidence to me. I don't know. All those things adding up, like leading up to this announcement, is a little eerie, a little too coincidental. So I don't know if there were little birds listening, or the Wachowski. I always thought it was Wachowski, like Mike Wazowski, but there's not really a cut. It's only at the end. But all that aside, we're having another Matrix movie. What the heck? Like I would have been like, oh wow, cool. You know, like the Star Wars Episode 7 when that came out. That wasn't like, oh man, you know, like, oh my god, I had been thinking about it all the time, you know, from time to time, like my little brother and I playing Star Wars video games and all that, referencing whatnot, every few years watching the movies, like that's, you know, but back to back, these last 4 to 5 months of like being super, like the urge to just, like I said, dig up and try to round up everything that has to do with the Matrix. Just makes you wonder sometimes, like big coincidences like that. Like I'm not saying I'm special in any way, but too big of a coincidence, at least in my experience with life and this reality right now, for it not to be, you know, anything other than a big coincidence. No, I don't think so. That's a big freaking coincidence. Huge. Now, setting aside the weird serendipitous like coincidence that, oh, they're making the movie that I'm like now aware, and it's like fresh in my mind, like all the movies and whatnot. Oh man, I'm not gonna edit those out. Whatever. In 360 videos take a little bit more to edit some stuff out. I could like pencil it out, but let's just keep it in. This is just all one shot, one continuous 360 shot that you can watch from beginning to end. I honestly do not like cutting, unless it's like a short film. But speaking of films, yes, The Matrix, another one. Is there going to be memorabilia? Are they going to bring action figures back, like the Spawn ones, the Spawn series? Because I had those. I had the Chateau with Neo, and I had Niobe. No, wait, did I have Niobe? I don't think I did. But I had the Chateau. I remember I got that in... Oh, man. Gosh. I'm trying to remember. I, like, pieced together money with, like, friends to buy it at a band competition, and, like, brought it home on the bus. It was so weird and awkward, this giant box with Neo and the one guy hitting the staircase and whatever. Freaking Matrix, another one. I'm ready, Morpheus. I'm ready, Neo. I'm ready, Trinity. And that's what they're saying. Both Neo and Trinity are going to be back. Keanu Reeves and Carrie Ann Moss, which she died in Revolutions. She died. She got cables all through her, and she's like, I can't go on. the Neo being all blind and stuff, getting all zapped in the eyes from Bane, Agent Smith. He's like, why not? And then he says, oh no. Feels the cables in her stomach coming out. She's pierced. She got pushed all the way back to the back of the ship. It was the logos that they took. Yeah, man. Can't wait for some... I am a t-shirt fiend. I'm gonna definitely have to snag up some Matrix tees. So there's gonna be a ton of them now. Oh boy. In the edge of the internet now with the Matrix. Gosh, that's gonna be an interesting experience. Like all the people that are at least like 10 to 15 years younger than me, at least 10 years younger than me, that are gonna be experiencing the Matrix again. Man, I'm gonna have to call my brother because that's gonna be a weird conversation too, because him and I were just talking about it, referencing it. We just watched a couple weeks ago, we watched the VMAs, Matrix Reloaded with Sean William Scott and Justin Timberlake parody. We watched that. It's freaking nuts, man. It's like too coincidental to not be to not have fed off of the yearning for more Matrix, the Matrix, more Neo, more Trinity. Heck, maybe we'll see Morpheus. Maybe we'll see the kid. Maybe we'll see the little Buddhist kid. You know what? They're gonna do that for the fans. I hope they don't do that. I hope the only reason they're bringing Neo and Trinity back is to, I don't know what they're gonna do with them. What are they gonna do? Is it just gonna pick up where it left off, maybe? They're gonna reenact the whole scene, reshoot it. Who knows? Only Lena? I think her name's Lena now. Yes, Lena now. She is co-writing it with, I don't know. All I know is one Wachowski is involved, which is good enough for me. We're gonna see some Keanu and Carrie. Oh man, this is gonna be nuts. And I'm really hoping they, especially this day and age with the internet, like I said, Matrix Online, I hope, gets a refresh and a reboot. New graphics. Man, that'd be so super sweet. And link it with Facebook, link it with all the social medias, have it all in one. Make an MMO that's connected to everything finally. That would be the ultimate Matrix experience. I am just saying. Over and out world. I don't know, should, you know what, let's just, I'm gonna be silent the rest of the way home, and, just so you can enjoy the rest of the drive with me. I'll just keep you guys right there, keep me company, but it is a pretty nice drive, this early in the morning. The sun is out, so I'm hoping that you can see a little bit, because the sun is just blaring right through there quite a bit. I need to figure out how to get this stand. Oh boy, I saw you do. Oh, you gotta stop. Cool. I was just gonna plow through there. I've always thought that there's no stop sign right there. Now that I know that there is one. I know there's one for sure. Well, should I let him? Oh, they're going to the left, but they're not signaling. Alright then. Alrighty. Yeah. Man. I didn't even realize I just did that drive. Usually I am a little bit fatigued from work, so that drive does seem a little bit longer than usual, but that was super short because I was rambling, ranting, and raving about the new Matrix that we're gonna have. Who knows when? I don't. I want to know, but I want to be patient. But at the same time, I want to scream at the top of my lungs, on the top of that mountain up there, or that one. If you can see it, turn around, look at that one over there. It's beautiful. Ah! Matrix! That's all I'm going to scream. I'm not going to scream louder than that. I don't want to overpower the mic. Make you guys leave. Man. Another Matrix. Oh man, why you gotta put the trash can there? Really? Let's just hit it. Come on. Come on. Alright, look at that beautiful view. Take a look. I'll let you soak it in.